Hello everybody. I'm hoping you guys can hear me well because it is absolutely pouring out. That's alright. We've had some dry springs the last few years and it looks like our dry spring just broke for this year. So I'm happy. Anyway, here you go guys. This is a big recycling tub. You know those old recycling tubs they used to hand out. Maybe they still hand them out in your area. Full of purple yams. Look at that. Beautiful harvest. And by the way, yeah, it's hard to tell size, but that's I think a 2.5 foot by 2 foot tub or whatever the size is. So it's fairly large. This is 80 pounds of yams right here. I actually just finished cleaning them up, getting the dirt off, removing most of the fibrous growing roots. And as you can see, the tops are trimmed off because I am already starting to plant these out. And as the month goes on and they start forming new sprouts under each cut, I'll cut it again and that'll get planted out just like that. So anyway, these are cleaned up and these are ones that I sell, or if they're not sold and I get to the end, they're ones that I will plant out for next year. But I only keep the nicest looking ones to sell and the nicest looking ones to replant. All of the ones with any nematode damage or any grub damage, fire ant damage, or any issues, those get cleaned up and are eaten. But yeah, I've actually got 6-7 tubs full of these just like this. I harvested 4 50-foot rows of these purple ubi yams this year, and out of those 4 50-foot rows, per row I got over 200 pounds per 50-foot row. So that's a lot of food, guys. And all that I have them growing on are cattle panels held up with T-posts. 50-foot rows cattle panels, and it's actually double planted with left and right, a row on each side. So I only have 2 50-foot rows of cattle panels, but with 4 rows of yams on them. This year I'm going to increase that to 15 rows, that size. So it will be 30 rows of these purple yams that I will be planting out this year. Just because, well, things are getting interesting, guys. You know that. Grow food, right? And that is why I'm showing you these. Grow food. You know, like I always say, grow super easy, productive, carefree things. And you cannot beat these purple yams, guys. For yield, for flavor, for ease of growing, okay? You know, they're a starchy root crop. Bend down here. And here's some beautiful roots. Look at those. Just gorgeous. Nice, gorgeous, beautiful roots. And you can see, just cut them and they dry. That's either perfect for eating or letting it sprout, just like a potato, and cutting it into more chunks and growing. There you go. There's an elephant yam for you, right? Does that look like an elephant yam? Yep, that's an elephant yam, or I don't know. What does that look like? I don't know. Something interesting, right? Shoes over there my dog Cece's been chewing on. But yeah, look at that guy. And here's some nice, beautiful chunks. Look at those. That right there is 5 pounds, guys. 5-6 pounds easily. No, if not more. That's a heavy one. But beautiful roots. And here's some smaller ones. You know. Here's a good sized one. That's about that's about 8 pounds. 8-pound root. And these are small ones. These grow anywhere from easily 5 to 30 pounds. Very, very easily. 5 to 30 pounds each. And I have a video of one I dug up earlier in the year that Gosh, what was it? I don't remember the weight on it. Was it 60? No, it was bigger than that. I've got the videos. Search my videos, guys. It's one I just put up this year. Absolute massive one season yam. And I think it was 70, 80 pounds. I think so, yeah. Just mind-blowing size for one growing season. So, I mean, you can't beat these for yield. And like I said, I stick them on trellises. These are basically grown in pure sand with nothing but nothing. I don't even really mulch these. I should. I'm going through this year with nice leaf mulch. But these are cleaned up. Here's a big clunker that has not been cleaned up yet. Nice and dirty and sandy still. That guy will get cleaned up next. Like I said, I've got several of these tubs full that I'm working on, because you can just store them in the ground. They naturally have a 6 to 8 month dormancy period, and these are just now starting to sprout the beginning of April, and that's only a few of them, and they've been dormant since November. So November, December, 6 months, like I said. And that's normal, very normal to have them just sit there for about 6 months. If it's dry without any rain, which the rain started getting these sprouting, they can easily sit there for 8-9 months. Yeah, easily, no problem. So, purple ubi, this is Dioscorea alata. That's the species name for these guys. And like I said, this is one of the larger true yams. One season with no care, you will have no issue getting 30 plus pound roots per plant easily. And that cannot be beat. That is zero care, no water, no fertilizer, but full sun. They do need full sun to get those nice large roots. But anyway, guys, flavor. This is, like I said, has purple variety. It's got a nice nuttiness to it, very much like a good potato. And the purple, sticks with them. There's a bit of range. Some are a little lighter, some are extremely dark. And I've only planted out the most dark purple tubers every year, and I still get a range of colors, so it doesn't seem to be genetic, just more environmental on how dark they are. I actually have 3 varieties of purple ubi. This one, I have one called Thai Scallop, and then I have a variety that has purple skin when you slice it and is white inside. It's got like a purple ring and then is white. So, 3 varieties. And I know there's a couple different localities, a few floating around here in the US, but this is by far the darkest purple one and the largest. Flavor's really nice. You cook them anyway, boil, fry, bake, mash them, lots of butter, salt, pepper. You can use them in desserts, add a little bit of sugar. I love making purple yam smoothies with them, putting them in the blender, adding some stevia or some honey, cinnamon, or I make yam bread, purple yam bread with them, which can either be sweet or savory. And it's just any use, guys, any use. They can store for months on end, literally just sitting on your counter. They don't rot like potatoes. They don't need, water like potatoes to get a good crop. These guys send out enough roots that they're really good at that. They don't have any pest like potatoes. So, perfect crop, guys. Absolutely amazing crop that should be grown throughout the entire U.S. This variety, this species, is day length neutral. So it actually starts producing the tubers pretty much right away, about 50 days or so, 60 days after planting. It'll start producing tubers. It's not dependent on a shorter days, where there are yam varieties that don't start tuberization until the days get shorter, just so you know. these guys produce them within, a month or two. So they can be grown throughout the U.S. They can be grown anywhere in pots, and they do extremely well in pots. Give them something to climb up, stick them in a 5-gallon pot, and they will entirely fill your 5-gallon pot. So, yeah, an amazing food crop, guys. Just amazing. So I'm going to end this video here. Get yourself some true Dioscorea yams because they are super productive, super easy to grow, super delicious, zero care, which is what we all need to be switching to. So I love you guys. If you are looking for tubers, I do it $25 a pound if you want to pick them up, or it is, what do I have it as? For you guys, I will do $30 a pound shipped. If you come through me and go through PayPal, I will do $30 a pound shipped to you. And that pound tuber can be cut up into multiple pieces, just like a potato. And you will get tens of pounds, if not hundreds of pounds, off of that 1 pound, guys. No exaggeration, no screwing around. There you go. And what's interesting, if you do not want huge clunking yams, these are pretty uniform if the soil's nice and loose. But if you want smaller yams, you can just plant them later in the year. Some of these, because I sell them, I will not plant until August. That's just a few months away. And that way, they will produce smaller roots, whole tubers, for me to ship to you guys. Because it just looks nicer and it's easier than cutting up huge chunks like that. But it doesn't matter. Like I said, they're just like potatoes. So I send out chunks and whole pieces, whatever I happen to have. But nice pieces, and they root and sprout super easy, guys. So see you later. For info on that, email me. Check the description below. Grow food, guys. Grow some purple yams. Tons and tons of food with no care. Set up a trellis, stick them in a pot, whatever. And if they're in a pot, of course, you're going to need to give them some care. But here in Florida and throughout the South, in most states, they will need no care. The rain is plenty enough. Just give them full sun and let Mother Nature go, and you will have food. See you later, guys. Purple yams. Delicious. Definitely something you want to get. Beautiful. Sorry about the rain.